Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on Mindcrack. Woo! Fitting right through that door, looking great. How are you doing? Whoa. There's a, what? Did you hear that guy? Hello? Is there a dude in there? There's a guy in there. I hear, it sounds like there's another guy around here. Where is he? Maybe my F5 was screwing up my sounds. Look, we have a police officer. He's here. He's still chilling. Hey, buddy. How you doing? He's police chief. Oh my gosh, I've been doing so much work on the house. Here, let me show you. On the outside, yeah, last episode I mentioned that I wanted to change this from the cyan, you're super loud, from the cyan into something else, so I switched it to the wood here, and I think it looks really good. I think I'm gonna do something up there. This looks too, what's the word? It looks too... not good. Here, let me grab some more cyan. We have sort of this overhang over here. So, I was going to bring in... oh, I only have 2 ender pearls. Can we do it? Oh, we can't. Okay, here, let's use this other ender pearl. Actually, over here. Can I want to get up on top of the house. I did it! I did it! Okay, these melons gotta go away. They are not... basically, I realize that it's gonna... the sun is gonna go down very soon, but I also want to be up here. I think what I want to do with this is take off the top here, and let's cut down one more. Whoop. And switch to the cyan. And then I'm gonna put a little overhang, just like that. I'm gonna stay on the roof because I'm about ready to jump into my bedroom and take a nap. That looks good. It'll have a roof. I still have not decided what I want on the roof, for the roof. It doesn't... I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not yet. I'm gonna have to work on that. Also, these stairs, by the way, have been temporary. I'm not supposed to have those stairs, but I kind of like them. So far, they've been super useful, and they look good. And so I can't not get rid of them. By the way, it's super funny to me. These maps, they don't seem to slow down my frame rate at all. These maps are great. These are like friendly maps. Maybe it was like when the other maps were generated. I'm not sure. I'm surprised that we've had so many issues with the other maps on the server. By the way, how do you like my clock? Yeah, put that there earlier. Let me show off some of the other things that I've been doing whilst out and about. Once we go out. Wait, no. Out and about. I forget how that goes. Anyway, I was working on this little cove area, and in fact, I need to do something else to it. I need to pop that out. Get out of here. Oh, by the way, I put torches underneath everything. So there's a torch here and stuff. Hopefully, I'm hoping that it adds a little bit of light into areas where there is no light. I think that'll help. Now, I moved this over, and that's because I want this hall to be a perfect hallway, and it was sort of slicing in here. It was not the best. So, this hallway will extend all the way out here, which is really what I wanted pretty badly. So, that goes all the way out, which is great. Well, I don't have any more birchwood, but once we do... that'll go there. Did I pick up those? There we go. Now we got them. But that meant that I scooted this in And before, I had only 3 flower pots, and there was 1 color we didn't have, so I brought a new flower pot and a new white tulip in there, and there we go! We have all of the colors of the tulips. All the tulips we want! We got them all! It's so perfect. This area is looking really, really nice. I cannot wait until I get a roof on this. But I really like how everything feels. How there's kind of like a little chill spot. We need tables on the side of that couch. And how this feels. This still is a little barren. It needs details. This needs either some sort of railing or a chandelier or something. It needs like a piece. Needs a piece in it. But other than that, I really, really like it. Now, one more thing that I've been working on is over here. Meow! Here, my kitty cats are screaming at me. I've been prepping this area to be worked on. I've always had this raised up just a bit, and we're going to have a step down to sort of a backyard area. We need that step down so that the kitchen right here, or the living room, can be flush with the ground out here. So I've been working on that to prep it and start to, we're going to have a big old balcony, or big old porch-like thing coming out of the house right there, which is going to cover up a lot of that inconsistencies that we're seeing right now, and hopefully cover up some of these inconsistencies as well as this gets built out. But I also want a pool. A pool? We'll need to have Pyro come over here so we can all hang out in the pool. He says pool, really weird. And that's going to be right here, and I just cleared all of this away. There used to be a big hill, and so I cleared it out. Now we are getting, this is as close as we're going to get to Oxeye. It's pretty close. Now, I think we can do some things in order to make sure that Oxeye doesn't see us and we don't see Oxeye. We can plant a few trees over here. That'll actually, I think, make this area look really nice. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of terraforming to add in some dirt, and this is like a micro. It's like a micro, whatever this is, cavern. Right here. It went all the way over here. Either that or someone came over here with a shovel. I cleaned it all up because of the pool that might come in here pretty soon. But this was really weird. It was all rock. It was all rock. And no roll. Oh my gosh, I killed myself. Okay, so now I want to head back this way, and we're going to kind of finish up the front. First I need food, so we're going to head over to the garage and pick up some food, but I want to start working on finishing the outline, the silhouette of this house, and that includes this room, which is going to be a big part of it. So this is going to be like an office area. That's what it normally is in a house. By the way, if you didn't know, I am working from a blueprint. There's inspiration for this house, which helps out a lot. But I have also been taking my own liberties whenever I see fit. So just to let you know that is happening, is that I am using inspiration for this build. So this is an office in the other build, but it could easily be, this could be some sort of either extra storage, or it could be basically any room we want. We already have a potions room, we have an enchanting area. I was trying to think, what else could we use in our own house? What would we need in our own house? Possibly a library? That might be nice. Oops. Oh my gosh, this pick is too much. When we did the front area, we actually lost the beacon. And I have since moved the beacon, so it now is activated again. And we'll have a more permanent home for the beacon later on. No doubt we'll come up with a permanent home for the beacon. I'm thinking actually right here would be a great spot, and right here would be a great spot. Or maybe just right here, heading up into the sky. Now remember that we moved one beacon over to our our, what was it called? It was a, the hardened clay. We moved it over to our hardened clay farm. So I am missing one beacon. We should probably fight a wither again in order to get another beacon at some point, because we could use regeneration. Basically, we could use all 4. You know, normally you'll see beacons in sets of 4. We could easily use all 4 beacons. I thought I meant to put, oops. Okay, I meant to put, this is gonna be a window in here. Boop, boop, boop. And let's get up. There we go. So, I wanted to chat with you guys today about books. Oh my gosh. We've been kind of on a kick talking about things that I enjoy, and I want to keep that going. I'm really enjoying talking to you guys about some of the content that I consume when I'm not watching YouTube stuff. By the way, it was fun. I'm glad Good is making LPs again, because I was watching him. I've been going to the gym a lot more recently, and it's his episode today. It's yesterday. No, 2 days ago. Oh my gosh, so many LPs. His second new LP on the server was. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, I don't like how that looks. This will be the floor. And I want that to look like that. I do want it to be a square. There we go. That's much better. Anyway, it was 45 minutes long. And normally, it's a good way for me to kind of gauge how long my workout is by sitting down and watching an LP for like 25, 30 minutes. This one was so long. It was 45 minutes long. I had to stop it. Normally I can get through my whole workout that way, but this one I just couldn't. I was a little disappointed in myself, but what are you gonna do, man? That was such a long LP. Oh, I couldn't sit there and on the elliptical for that long. It kicked my butt. It kicked my butt. So let's try something I haven't really tried. I don't know if this is gonna look good. I kind of want it to look like 80s tile. By the way, police officer is still there. I think that he has a hat on, or I gave him a hat, so I know he has a hat on. I think that he has a hat, and by that I mean I gave him a hat, so he won't despawn. That's what I'm saying. So he's not gonna despawn there. Boop, there we go. I'm trying to figure out what's the easiest way to do this. I think this is it. Just go around the edge. Every other. Oops, get out of here. This tile is gonna look so ridiculous. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it takes concentration. I'm telling you. Anyway, let's talk about some books. I have been, normally when I'm making my LPs, what I will do is either I am talking to you guys, or I am listening to an audiobook whenever I am working. Basically, when I'm all like, and I'll be right back, I immediately turn on an audiobook and start listening to it. And right now, I am re-listening to one of my favorite books of all time. No, I needed more. One of my favorite books of all time, Patrick Rothfuss's Name of the Wind. This book is so good. It is insanely good. The Name of the Wind follows the main character Kvalth, and they live in a world. Well, basically, it's fantasy. I'm looking for, what am I looking for? I'm looking for these flowers. Nope, these flowers. Here we are. Let's also go upstairs and take a nap. Oh my god, that scared me. That actually legit scared me. So I don't know why that scared me so bad. I think it was because I was like, oh, it's night, so maybe some bad guys will spawn, and then he was right there. Oh man, it scared me. So it's a fantasy book, but this is the best fantasy book I have ever read. When you immediately think of fantasy, you think dragons and fairies and and unicorns and all that stuff, right? Well, yes, the world that they live in has a lot of those things, but they are not at all what you expect. Like, let's say there's a dragon, right? He breathes fire and is just incredibly difficult to kill. Well, in this world, it's called the Dracus, and it's like a scientific, like, they go into like why, like what he eats trees, and he takes the iron from the trees, and that goes into his scales. So it's like scales are like this iron supplement thing that takes thousands of years to make, or not thousands. I think it's like only hundreds. How do you like that for the floor? It's cheesy. Oh gosh, it is so cheesy. Yeah. By the way, I don't. Whoops, gosh, so fast. I don't think I need all of this because that's gonna be a wall. So anyway, like basic, and then their magic system. They have a magic system in this book. It is so good. It's almost like the system in Full Metal Alchemist, where like for every action there's reaction. You can't, nothing can be destroyed or created, blah blah blah. They call it sympathy, which is a really or Patrick Roth is the author, or in the book, it doesn't matter. They call it sympathy, and the idea is that you can link things together, but normally there'll be a 10% or a such and such percent degrade. So let's say you want to create fire. Well, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is find an energy source. So let's say heat is perfect. Okay. Luckily, you have another fire sitting next to you. You want to catch this twig on fire. Well, the twig is very similar to the log that is on fire, so you can link them with sympathy, and it's going to be a pretty direct link. And now some of the energy could transfer, and this is like, the quote magical part, is it transfers without any connection. So, so that's the magic, the quote magic part of sympathy. And then the twig would catch on fire, but there is a little bit of energy used in that transfer. So where was I looking for? There we are. That's just used. Or let's put it this way. Let's say you have two pennies and you link the pennies. They're basically the same thing because they're both pennies. You pick one penny up and you're gonna have the other penny, it's also gonna rise. But there is a little bit of loss, so now you're not only picking up the weight of two pennies, because that's your energy, is the kinetic energy of you picking it up, but whatever energy is lost to connect the pennies. So instead of just the weight of two pennies, it's now 2.2 pennies is what you feel when you pick it up. But instead, let's say, and you can do this, you can link with things that aren't similar. So let's say I wanted to link with a cat or whatever, and I want to pick up the cat, and the cat is linked with the penny. Well, instead of you picking up the weight of the cat and a penny plus a little bit of weight because of the transfer, you're actually picking up 17 cats worth of penny, because the link is so bad, because the, you know, 2 pennies are very similar, but a cat and a penny are very not similar, and they don't have a sympathetic link very well. Anyway, that sounded super geeky. I just got my geek on. You have no clue. Super geeky. This magic system is one of the best. It's like, it's super believable. It's not end all be all. It's not like, oh, you know, I'm in this weird situation, Alohomora, now the lock is undone, except for that one time when we were running away and I forget that I could just Alohomora, or Alohomora now doesn't work. Ah, crap. You know, it is so, and it is really clever. There's a lot of times that the main character has to do something super clever, like a whole town. Well, I don't want to spoil that. I don't want to spoil anything. It is such a good book. So I suggest that you go and pick up The Name of the Wind. I'm listening. I never listen to books more than once, ever. This is one of the only books I will ever, or have ever, enjoyed a second time. And I'm doing that right now. It was actually hard to get to get on and record today, because I am enjoying this book so much. I feel like this got off somehow. Okay, so right here on the second one, we get a we don't ever get that anymore. Okay. How can we fix that? I think we could fix it by doing that. Oh wait, I'm confused. No. Wait. Okay. We're here on the ground. And we're looking at the edge of that. That's exactly 1 block up. Looking up. And we're looking at the edge of this. Edge needs to be right here. Ah! Ooh, what did I do? And the edge is there. Perfect. Did I get that right the first time? So it needs to go... okay, then I think that was just fine the first time. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh no! I'm out! That's... There's crafting tables everywhere! But not a crafting table I can use. Anyway, anyway, so it follows this main character, Kvolth, and he is just such a good and enduring character. You feel like you really get to know him, and to me, he is like just so incredibly valiant and good, and I just like I love him. He's such a good character. All of the scenes, everything is super believable. He goes through some rough times that you just feel are so genuine. Such a good book. It is such a good book. It's one of those books you just can't put down, and for me, I'm listening to it on audiobook. I just can't. Sign up at audiblepodcast.com/Mindcrack podcast. I forget what it was. I forget what our code was, but just absolutely an amazing book. I hope that you go and get it and listen to it, and then you'll never watch my LP again, because you'll be enjoying it so much. But that about wraps it up for my Let's Play today. We have built out a little bit on, showed off some of the stuff I did off camera. We sort of have the start of this 60s swag room. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this floor. It is something else. It might be okay imagine that there is now, you know, a desk. Oops, get out of here. And stuff on the floor. Like, I think that the floor might disappear just a little bit if we get some other things in the room. I don't know if this is going to be an office or not. I guess we got to figure out what we're going to use this room for. We can just keep it empty until we know what we want it to be. Okay, that about wraps it up for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode on Mindcrack. I will see you tomorrow on the server. Bye-bye! I'm gonna go listen to my audiobook now.